Hey, Nolan, Coach Benlin here. Just breaking down some of your swings from our last December sessions. Just want to go over a couple things that are jumping out of me here. I translated my notes into a document that I can send over your way. I can pull it up here. I'll send you a PDF with the video as well. So I just want to walk through a couple things that I'm seeing, a couple points of emphasis and some adjustments going forward that we could continue to work on, and then a couple drills that we could do to kind of work on some things that I think we can improve here. So starting with the 3 points of emphasis I have here. The first one is in regards to approach. I think you're doing a lot better job and definitely improving as far as some kind of pre-pitch stuff and your just general approach to the batting practice in the cages, and hopefully it translates in game as well. I think you're a lot more relaxed. You have loose, quick muscles. You have a nice rhythm going as you're getting ready to see a pitch. I felt like initially you were a little tense and kind of a little too active in the box, getting ready to go, and you're kind of robotic. Now I see you being a little more loose, which is nice to see. You're doing a better job of letting the ball travel and get a little deeper. You're not reaching forward and lunging and ending up on the front side, which is nice. Just doing a little bit better job staying balanced. Um, the second thing that's I think we should focus on going forward is we want to avoid swinging with your arms. I feel like you're there's a lot going on in the upper body. Definitely swinging with your arms for the most part, rather than building energy in the lower half and transferring that energy into a powerful and you know more productive as far as hitting the ball a little harder off the bat. And I think it has to do with focusing on our hips and hands rather than just focusing on swinging with our arms, right? We want to activate our lower half and our load, make sure that when we're throwing our hips are pulling our hands, and the hands are pulling the barrel. That reaction right there, hips, hands, and then the barrel, rather than just throwing our arms and forgetting about our lower half and staying disconnected. We want to make sure that our lower half and our upper half is connected, working together throughout the whole swing. So I think rather than arms, let's think hips and hands. And we'll talk more about that in the next session. And the last point of emphasis was about pitch recognition. Last time I worked with you, we broke down the plate into three different pieces. We broke it into thirds, recognizing the inner third early, right? Having our eyes light up, dropping the barrel down nice and early, shooting it down the line into left field, taking pitches that were middle, spraying them right back where they came from towards the L screen in the cage, and letting that outer third, letting those pitches get a little deeper, and then spraying into opposite field. They're hitting all pitches in all counts to all fields. Definitely something that we want to focus on, hitting the ball where it's pitched. Some adjustments that we're kind of continuously developing here with you. We've been experimenting with different loads. Um, we had a higher leg kick with you for a while. Right now in the video that I'm watching, I'll play it in a second. You're kind of picking it up and putting it down, picking it up, putting it down. I want to work on building more in your load, right? There's definitely more power available there that we can tap into. So I highlighted generating power in the lower half during our load, right? I call it, in the cages, I was using the term hover and hit. You're going to get over that back hip, build tension in that rear leg, the inside of the knee, kind of hold it there, build as you track the ball in, right? Build that tension, that energy, that torque. And then as you're hovering, as soon as that front foot comes down, right, you're going to throw your hips, release that back hip, and then let it pull your hands and finish your swing through. So we'll talk about generating more power, because I think you kind of just, upper body and arms kind of happy right now, and we want to get going from the lower half first. The second adjustment is in regards to hand path, specifically the bottom hand. We talk about throwing the frisbee in our last session with the bottom hand. We want to make sure that our knob is leading the way. The top hand is just in support. Sometimes I think you're a little top hand dominant and you're kind of rolling over, and you're very pull happy, leading some ground balls. We talked about in the last video as well. We want to make sure that the bottom hand is pulling the knob through the zone, letting the bat lag behind, a little delayed, getting the knob inside and in front of the ball, and finishing the path of that bottom hand. I have a drill that I'll show you in a YouTube video that'll help you to see what this looks like. I know this is very wordy, and that's why I wanted to put it on a document so at least you can read the words and And maybe you won't understand all of it right now, but when we start using these terms more and more in the sessions, you'll say, "Oh, I know what that means. I know what he's talking about in regards to throwing the frisbee or hover and hit." And the last one is a power V. It has to do with extension. I want to make sure that you're finishing the path of your hands, right? You're getting your hands out in front. You're finishing palm up, palm down, getting through contact. We say extend through three baseballs, right? Don't just get to the point of contact and roll over and finish in your pocket, right? Get through that ball. And I'll show you MLB player Trevor Story. I'll show you something they do with his swing that'll really illustrate how you get through contact and finish in that power V with your arms fully extended out in front. But I'll walk you through this in the video in a second. But I just wanted to introduce some of that terminology so that we can continue in the next few sessions and build on these ideas. So I could pull up a few of the swings from our last session here, and we'll focus on these things we're talking about here. So just to review real quick when we go for this, we're looking for the bottom hand path, building in the load, and then the extension piece, So here we go. Let me just maximize this, get a good look. Okay. Start it over here, 1 second. So what I want to see is, are you finishing, your swing? Are your hands getting all the way out in front? Here we go. I want to start with this video first. This is in the front cage. I believe I was pitching to you here. We were making some adjustments. And while watching this, I saw that you were trying to work it out, in between pitches, which is great to see. Sorry, it's taking a second to load. Okay, here we go. A little bit out in front again on the front side on the first swing. Let it play through once. But you can see you're kind of short arming it a little bit. So when we talk about the path of the hands, we want to make sure that the hands are going all the way back in the load, getting to that, that launch position, and then finishing out in front. You'll see how your hands kind of get to contact and they get put away right away. And I think that's what we're talking about right there when we're, working through it here. So you can watch right here. See how, that's a bad pitch. Let me show you a better picture. Trying to watch that bottom hand. Right there. Do you see how these arms are folded up? Here, let me draw on the screen real quick. How these arms are folding up right here. You see kind of this like bended V out here, right? And they never really get extended to kind of bent in like that. What we would like to see is, we call that the power V, when they're getting, straight out to here and here, out in front in this V. And I'll show you the example of Trevor Story in a minute, finishing with your hands all the way out in front through the baseball, extending through contact. Let them play a couple more times. Let's watch those hands. It's almost like you're slapping the barrel at the ball rather than driving your hands, pulling your hands through. We want to make sure that bottom hand is pulling the knob right through the zone. Good take there. And I think that'll help with some of these bloopy balls that are coming off the bat. Start driving the ball more if you're finishing your swing, getting through contact. I want to play it one more time through this clip, and let's just watch the lower half here. Let's focus on the lower half. So in this load, it's kind of pick it up, put it down. There's not much building going on. We talk about the words tension, torque, right? You're kind of using it for timing, which is good, but it should be timing and power. So I'll show you a couple of drills that we can do in the next session where you're gonna work on storing energy in that back hip as you track the ball out of the pitcher's hand. I definitely think there's more available power in our load here. All right, let me show you the other video loop as well. 1 second. Okay. Let's watch for those things. Watching the hand path. Are we getting extended? Watching the lower half. Are we accessing it? Let's see. Watch your back, guys, over here. Yeah, you can definitely see that you're staying folded, not getting your hands through. It looks like you're still swinging with the arms. Remember, the hips are going to open, they're going to pull the hands through, and the barrel's going to follow late. I want to make sure that that knob is leading the way, not the barrel. Right there. See how the arms are folded again? Load. Hands are back. Not a bad spot right there. You are stepping across a little bit. There you go. See how the top hand dominated and just turned over? We want to make sure the bottom hand is leading the way and the top hand is in support. And I'll show you the drill right now. It's called the Frisbee drill. Should help. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about when I talk about the bottom hand here. We're going to talk about the knob a lot and the bottom hand a lot. I think it's definitely going to help you. So the first thing I want to show you when we talk about the knob, it's Corey Seager. And there's a great image I found on Twitter I wanted to show you. Right here of Seager getting that knob through first and the barrel following through late. Look where his hands are, hands leading the way. He's about to get extended right in front right there before the video cuts and the loop cuts. But knob first, hands leading the way, barrel following late. I feel like you're a barrel first guy right now, and it's leading to being pull side dominant, and you're not getting extended. We want to get our hands extended out in front in a power V position, palm up, palm down, like you see here with Mr. Seager, World Series MVP. The drill that I like, that we don't have to actually do the drill, but just the concept of the path of the bottom hand. This is a good video here, the Frisbee drill. Focusing on just the bottom hand, and we could do this with the isolated the top hand, the bottom hand drill with the small bat. But watch the side view here. So if that's your low, that's where your hand is getting, right? You're going to finish out in front there. They'll break it down in a second to show you where it is. Starts in your load finishes, your hand should be there. Get it out in front through contact, and then extend all the way through to an up and out finish. Sometimes you cut your finish short and you put the bat right back where it was. Right here, that's contact, and then through contact would be out there, and that's where your power V would be. So we say the Frisbee is kind of the path of the bottom hand. And once again, we'll go over this obviously in the next session, but I just wanted to show you what I'm talking about when I say the Frisbee. And here is an infielder. You should know, you're an infielder. Trevor Story, and they do something cool with the swing here that really shows the path of the hands that we have to work on. So right here, first of all, I love the separation he gets. Look how far back his hands are, right? Front foot comes down. Now watch, those hips are going to go, the hands are going to come, and the barrel's going to follow late. Right here, hips, hands, look at the knob leading the way. Look where that knob is. Right there, here comes the barrel, really using his lower half. Oh, that's a great shot. Let me show you. I'll let it play a little more. Here comes point of contact right there, point of contact. Now he wants to get through the point of contact. So right now we got a barrel right here at contact. We want to get through here before we finish that up and out finish back here. So that's called extending through three baseballs, getting through contact. But we also got to love the some things going on in the swing right here. We have this firm front side. We got a 90-degree bend in the back, which is great. Head down right at the ball here. Arms tight to the body right here. And then when they finish, though, he will finish extended, probably with the arms out here in what we call that power V. Okay, so let's take a look at it right here. And I'll play it again in slow motion. There you go. See, that's extension. That's the point that we have to get to with that extended out in front power V, up and out finish. And here comes the what I want to show you, the strobe motion. You see that? That shows you the path of the barrel in the back going through the zone. I feel like sometimes with your swing, when you're short arming it, you will get to probably this point right here. You'll start here with your bat here, and you'll get to here, and you'll finish up here like this and short arm it rather than getting out to here like he is with the big finish out here. Not the biggest problem in the world, just something we can watch in the next few sessions going forward. That's just a pretty cool effect. That's what it looks like from the front view. Barrel leads the way, extend it out in front. Things we're going to focus on going forward. So just to review real quick, pull up my document. I'll send you this in the email as well. I like the change of approach that you're having, a little more relaxed, letting the ball get to you, not lunging, right? We want to avoid swinging with the arms, focus on throwing our hips, using our lower half, and letting the hands pull the bat through the zone. Still focusing on pitch recognition, inner third, middle, outer third, and then the adjustments. Generate more in our lower half during our load. Finishing the path of that bottom hand, throwing the frisbee, getting the knobbly in the way, and then extending through the three baseballs, right? Getting to that power V position. I know this is very wordy, a lot of weird terminology, but I think this is a good start for us as we go into the next few sessions that we'll focus on these. We'll use similar terminology here, and any questions you have, please just reach out to me. I know there's a lot going on here, but if we understand half of this, then we're definitely improving. So I'll put up the information to contact me if you have any questions. Throw the email up there, and you can reach out to me whenever you get a chance, and I'll answer you back. If you don't understand anything, please bring it into the next session. Ask questions, and if it can't wait, just send me an email. And I put my Twitter up there as well for some of the videos that I used today. It will be posted there. All right. Hope this helps, and I look forward to working with you in the next session. Thanks, man.